Good evening, welcome back. So another week 5 of 13. So yeah, just made an announcement last week that I will be running the Wrexham Elite Marathon. So I've decided to get more serious with training. I was always a bit reserved on how if London was going to go ahead or not, so I was concentrating on doing some good training, but now I'm really going to get on board with a plan, stick to it, stick to the sessions. Yeah, just be a little bit more strict with I suppose what I'm eating, the core, and just knuckle down a little bit more, concentrate on yeah, getting nice and strong for it and feeling good on the day. So yeah, really looking forward to it now. Had a good think about it on this evening's run, so yeah, I was kind of like, right, let's get your head down, knuckle down, and yeah, start training hard. So that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, so just finished about 10 miles at a steezy pace, so yeah, usually about a minute slower than my marathon or target marathon pace. So I think it was about 6:45, 6:50, 6:45, something like that this evening for 10 miles. So yeah, fairly good going. Got a good sweat on because it's very hot outside. I waited for this evening, busy day at work, busy evening as well, leading up to it. So I managed to put the kids to bed and then went out and done a nice 10-mile run. See another couple of runners about the town. So yeah, good little nod or a wave. So it's good to see people out enjoying themselves and getting their exercise in. So tomorrow, yeah, going to hit the track again. I'm probably not going to go as hard as I did last week. It's for me, I'm kind of got to focus on those key marathon pace sessions, and it's good to get the speed work in, but it's maybe not so good to put yourself out for a week. So we'll see how it goes. I'll see you tomorrow. Good evening, welcome back. Tuesday, I'm back on the track here with Jack. Watch out, right? Yeah, so we're just finishing up now, having a cool down, a few laps around. Yeah, it was a good session tonight. Bloody hot. It is still on the track tonight, but it just makes it more like an oven. So yeah, even with the warm up, absolute dripping in sweat. So yeah, it was taking on board water, having a bit of like walking breaks to bring the heart rate down. So yeah, so tonight's session was a 10-minute tempo at around half marathon to 10-mile pace. Then we had 6 times 300s with 300 recoveries approximately. Then about 400 meter rest and 10 minutes again, trying to be a little bit more towards 10-mile to 10k pace. So yeah, felt okay. I struggled a little bit on the last tempo to keep it a bit quicker. I went out the first mile on the second tempo, yeah, quite quick, about 5:24. Then slowly I think the heat got to me, slowly died off towards the end, but ended up same pace as the first one. So the consistency is still there. And to be honest, like the lads are saying, you got to take on board the heat. And being a blondie, I don't do too well in the heat. But yeah, all in all, good session. Recovery run tomorrow. Yeah. Welcome back. Yeah, so we're on Wednesday night. So me, Jack and Chris, say hello guys. I'll be in another car back. Yeah, we're just out on a recovery pace run, just taking advantage of what we can in the evenings now. It's going to start to get dark early, unfortunately, so we're just out on the roads, half of it being trail, which is nice. Yeah, probably be just over 10 miles. We decided to do it at night in the evening just because it's so cool compared to our 34 degrees or whatever it was today. I've been overtaken now. So yeah, nice little run, nice little Wednesday midweek. I suppose medium run, so might have a rest day tomorrow. Might go for a swim. I'm not I don't like doing rest days too much, but swimming can be a bit more of a rest day than a run. So yeah, see how it goes. Check in tomorrow. Hello. Yeah, so it's Thursday. Decided to have a rest day today. It's on the plan. I haven't had a rest day since week 1. I think that was a Thursday as well. So yeah, I think the muscles in the legs and the general fatigue was kind of catching up. I'm not a huge advocate of rest days. I think mostly psychologically, not really physical, because at the end of the day I'm not going to lose fitness in one day. But yeah, it's the mental side of it where you're used to running, you know, every day, and then, you know, you're sitting there thinking, oh, I should be going for a run right now, or, you know, you've got a bit of spare time on your hands. But it's good to have a quick reset on the body, and you know, you're going to soak in all of that mileage and training that, you know, I've put in the last few weeks, and especially this week. So yeah, I was having a joke about on last night's run where I was saying I was having a rest day, and then I talked about having a swim, and the guys were like, just have a rest day. Yeah, so that's what I've done today. So yeah, I thought I'd just tell you a little bit about my I suppose introduction into running, and my progression really. So yeah, it all started in about 2013 where my brother-in-law Si, he ran the London Marathon. Naturally I was very inspired by that, and I thought it was a fantastic achievement. And yeah, I thought, well, I've not got very much fitness at all at the moment. I'm playing a little bit of Sunday League football, but that was it. It was probably about 13.5 to 14 stone. And yeah, so I signed up for the London Marathon 2014, and luckily I was enough to get a place with a charity, Children with Cancer. And I actually started in the end of 2013 with a couch to 5k. I used the app, Get Running, I think it was called. Yeah, followed that, and that went really well and took me into, you know, 5k, and then I just progressed by, all I was doing was a couple of runs a week, and then on a Sunday I was just adding a mile until, you know, I was up into January, and you know, I could get into possibly those double figures. But honestly, just getting into 10 miles, 11 miles was a fantastic achievement, and I actually loved it. Was, you know, such a great feeling at the end of each long run at the end of the week to be able to get there. So yeah, in 2014 I ran the London Marathon. Yeah, it was a tough one, not going to lie. I started in pen 9, which is, as some of you may know, is, well, there's only 10 pens, I think it is. So yeah, it took me about half an hour to get over the start line. And at that point, I had some pretty good training in the back. So I was kind of hoping for around 3:30. That was kind of my pace on a flat course like that at the time. But yeah, in pen 9, I was going up and down curbs, just trying to get into my rhythm really. So yeah, finished in 4:14, and then I ran the Housestead Marathon in Essex about 3 weeks afterwards, and ran a 3:38. So yeah, from there I just got the bug. I've probably done 15 marathons, I suppose about a dozen halves and a few 10Ks. Not too many 5Ks, because I kind of more focused on the longer distance stuff. So yeah, I suppose, when was it? I ran the Chelmsford Marathon in 2016. So I've run it 16, 17, 18, and 9. No, I didn't do it last year. So 15, 16, 17, 18. So yeah, I ran it 4 years in a row. Yeah, so first one was 3:25. second one was 3:14, and then third one was 2:56, so that was the first time I ever ran sub 3. And then the fourth one, I ran a 2:42 and managed to come fourth. So yeah, that was a fantastic race for me. I think that was probably the best marathon I've ever run. And then in April 2019, I ran 2:40 at London, and then followed it up with a 2:15 half a couple of weeks after, probably about a month after, at the Southend half, where I came second. So that was a good race. So yeah, I suppose the progression has come from just going from running the same pace 3-4 times a week and increasing the long runs, to putting in different types of sessions, learning about the sessions, learning what they mean, why I'm doing them, and then joining a club was fantastic. You know, when you join a club that's got that whole, they've got that whole atmosphere of competitive running, very structured, and it really helps you. You've got people there that, you know, are obviously quicker than me, so that's someone for me to chase. But also, you know, it's just a great camaraderie, that, you know, the team spirit, obviously, like cross countries and like the London Marathon, there's a whole group of Benfleet runners that go out and they cheer you on at mile 23. So yeah, if anything, I would say my top tip would be join a club. Don't be afraid of joining a club and thinking you're not fast enough. There's a whole variety of runners, and you will be welcomed with open arms. So yeah, that's my tip for that. So yeah, that's a little bit of a background behind my kind of introduction and my progression. So yeah, next up, Wrexham. So yeah, I'm hoping to go from that 2:40 down to sub 2:35 if I can. That's what I'm going for. But to be honest, with the kind of year we've had, you know, to even run a marathon this year would be great. So yeah, rest day, and then tomorrow I'm going to be going into a tempo. Let's see how that goes. Take care. Hi, good morning. Friday. So I just finished my tempo run, which I decided to do in the morning, just to get it out of the way. I thought it might be a bit hotter during the day today, but it's yeah, it's not too bad. Yeah, didn't go great. I don't know, I just don't think I'm a morning session person, to be honest. I've tried it a couple of times, and it, I think unless you get up really early and fuel, you just got nothing in the tank. So I kind of, yeah, started, yeah, I wanted to do about 7 miles steady, and then kick it into about 5 miles at target marathon pace. So yeah, the steady went really well, felt really good actually, felt fresh. And then when I started to try and kick into the tempo target marathon pace miles, just felt like glue. Just felt like my feet were just stuck in thick mud. So my legs just felt quite fatigued. I hit the pace on the first mile, and then felt like maybe it was GPS, because I was just going around an industrial estate. I thought, oh, this doesn't feel right, because I feel like I'm putting a really high effort, but the pace is well off. So yeah, went out of the industrial estate and went into another one and had a bit of a similar experience. So yeah, had a stop between a mile. I took a gel, which I really should have done earlier, but I wasn't sure what happened. But to be honest, it's really strange. I put that gel in and then went on to the next mile and ran like a 5:40, where I couldn't hit 5:55 the mile before. So I think it's true about even that little bit of taste of sweetness in your mouth can kind of give your body the impression that it's getting some kind of fluid, and it's some kind of fuel, and it's on the way, or something sweet. So it was quite strange. But yeah, that 5:40 mile was, yeah, felt good. But yeah, so I think it's about 12 miles all in. Put a hard effort in. I'm just a bit concerned now about Sunday, because the goal for Sunday is to run 60 minutes at target marathon pace in a long run. So I think if I get up earlier, I feel better. I think you just got to learn by these, and I'll probably just change it to midday or on the afternoon, because getting up at 6 and then trying to hit efforts is quite difficult when you've only had like some water and half a banana or something. So yeah, I'll learn to feel a bit better. So next time we'll do something different. See how it goes. See you tomorrow. Hello, welcome back. So Saturday afternoon, I'm just out on a 60-minute run. Going to put some strides in at the end. They're always good to freshen your legs, bring your heart rate up, give you a quick turnover. Yeah, so I've got a long run with Jack tomorrow, which is going to be quite challenging. I'm a bit nervous about it, to be honest. Sometimes I get nervous about long runs that have got some kind of speed or marathon pace sessions in them, or intervals in them. It's just, I suppose you're not sure really if you're going to be able to hit those paces. I'll be honest, yesterday's tempo run was quite a bit of a hit on the confidence, and I haven't actually run, I didn't run a tempo session or a marathon pace session last week, so just 2 bouts of the track. So that really doesn't give too much confidence. Yeah, I mean, I can look back, I did exactly the same as this last year when I was training for Abingdon before I get injured, and yeah, did the session, smashed it at marathon pace. So I think I just need to maybe look back at that session with confidence, feel better for tomorrow. I'm going to try and eat some more carbs tonight. I'm going to have a beetroot smoothie when I go back today, and then in the morning I'm going to get up extra early, maybe have some overnight oats, and take a couple of gels with me. Like I said yesterday, maybe that was the mistake I made, is that I just didn't have enough fuel in me to hit that tempo. I mean, it's 30 minutes of marathon pace, which is worrying. But yeah, I've kind of seen that might have been a reason. I don't know. I don't want to make excuses, but you kind of have to pinpoint why things don't go right at certain points in the training and try and improve on it. I'm not great in the heat, if I'm honest. I've had some bad race experiences, and I've also, yeah, some sessions have not go so well when it's humid or it's hot. So we'll see how it goes. Might adjust accordingly tomorrow, but hopefully. Hello, good morning. So that's the end of another week, Sunday. Yeah, me and Jack just finished it was 21 miles. So 11 miles out at roughly about 6:50 pace, and then we did 10 miles at roughly about 5:55 pace ish. It was a bit up and down, I'll be honest. That was so hard. It was very hot. I had a quick stop to bring the heart rate down a little bit, because it was just well, it's 90% humidity. The legs felt fine, just breathing like I was running a 5k, to be honest, which was a struggle. I think, yeah, still ticking over the quick paces, but the yeah, the heart rate was just really high. So I think, you know, I feel better today. Had some overnight oats this morning, had a gel before I went, and then had 2 gels whilst I was out, which felt good. So yeah, the body felt like it was fueled okay. Last mile was probably about 5:55. Just so hot. You know, my shorts are saturated. I did take my vest off and then picked it up on the way back. Done my drink. Yeah, just really hard. But to be honest, just having a good chat with Jack, we kind of walked back about a mile, because we kind of sprinted a little bit out at the end. And yeah, he makes a good point. Very positive person, and really was like, well, you've done a track session, you've done, you know, I did a 5 mile tempo on Friday, and now I've done another 10 miles at tempo today. So really, you know, 15 miles plus a track session is, you know, I should take some good positives away from that, and a 70-mile week. So yeah, I should be happy with it. And yeah, in reality I am. In hindsight, you know, I'm looking back on when I did this last year, and I did run a bit of a better pace, but I don't think it was 90% of humidity. I've honestly never sweated so much on a run. I've only had this with water and a little bit of Lucozade in it. So, you know, hopefully, well, on marathon day, it won't be like this, hopefully. And if I do, I'll try and fuel a bit better, or have a bit more water, take it on board when I get the opportunity. And maybe even at Wrexham, I might be able to have my wife there or my dad, and they can pass me, yeah, drinks, hopefully with some more 10 or some Lucozade in it. Quite regularly, I might be able to have my own drink, so that would be good if I can do that. So yeah, all in all, yeah, it's a good week of running. You know, I've got to be pleased with it. Didn't hit the paces I want, but I hit the effort. So, you know, sometimes it's not all about that hitting those consistent paces. It's did you get the effort in? Did you run some good miles? You know, and did you have fun? So yeah, the answer to that is yes. So yeah, I'm away next week. So I'm going to be doing some miles whilst I'm away. I won't be away the whole week. I'm hoping to hit a bit of a tempo session next Saturday with Jack, maybe Scott if he's around, and then another long run on Sunday. So yeah, hope you enjoy this, and I'll speak to you next week.